Dear friend from Japan, my name is Dゥエイニーand I'm from the Republic of South Sudan. I'm standing here in refugee camp Kakuma in East Africa in Kenya. We would like to thank you for all the support that you guys have been giving to the refugees in East Africa. The school that you guys put together in peace, the town is called after Japan. It's called Japan for the people of Japan, and the appreciation from the people of East Africa to you guys. Thank you so much for being a supporter. Yes. Kidogo. I live and base in New York and also in Los Angeles. And I work as an actor and a fashion model for the past 10 years. I used to be a refugee myself, and I left from Ifo, Dadaab 22 years ago. Well, I used to be a child soldier in the Second Civil War in Sudan in the 80s. And later on, I became a refugee known as the Lost Boy of Sudan. Well, many of you may remember the movie called The Good Life, which was inspired by a true story of the Lost Boy of Sudan, who escaped the country in 1983 and all the way to Ethiopia by foot with no food, nothing. So I was among those kids, and that's the movie that I play a role in there as a Jeremiah. Right now, I'm sitting here in Kakuma refugee camps in Kenya, and I was just appointed as a Goodwill Ambassador to UNHCR, meaning that I will be advocating for refugees, especially in the regions of East Africa. During the last 17 months, my country, South Sudan, plunged into civil war that scattered many refugees. Well, those refugees were forced to flee home and survive the tragic exodus are in desperate need of the international support. And not only that, they need shelter and protection, but they also need access to every single kind of basic need, and especially education and health care. As a Goodwill Ambassador, it's something that I don't take very lightly. You know, it's a commitment, and it's not. That is a title that is very important to me. What's important is that I understand the pain of these people that have been living here in these refugee camps, because I live in these places with all this nationality in East Africa. So when I'm coming back here and going back to the Western world to speak to people, I'm speaking from my personal experiences about the struggle of the people who are living here, whether here in Kakuma or Ifo camps. My journey with the UNHCR started when I was a small boy, when I was in a refugee camp in Itang, in Ethiopia.
Our names are on that list. All of us? Yes. Together? We are going to Kansas City, Missouri.
Are you sure?
Sure. Really? We are going to America.
I was brought to Kenya by this organization, UNHCR, in 1993, when I was living in a refugee camp called Walda camp after the Ethiopian Civil War. My journey with UNHCR continues, and my next destination is Japan. And I will be visiting you in Tokyo in October to join you guys for the screening of The Good Life. And thank you so much. Arigato. Sayonara. Baba boy,